to another video. Today we're going to be ranking every Timmy Failure book. There's not many of them. In fact, there's only 8 of them. But we're still going to rank them and see which one's the best of the best. So without further ado, let's get started. 8. Timmy Failure, The Cat Who Stole My Pants. Do note that these books are actually pretty good, and it was kind of hard to figure out which one's the worst of the worst. So I ended up going with this one. It's kind of bland in some areas, and it's not a great book to read. It's still a fun one to read, but it's kind of like bland in some areas. Plus, the book is all about, I think the cat who stole my pants. The pants, I forgot what is it about. But still, the idea is bland, and most of the stuff are bland. So I'm sorry, but this book is not the greatest Timmy Failure book I've ever read in my life. 7. Timmy Failure, the book you're not supposed to have. Seriously, put it down. No, I will not put it down. Also, why have the book where you get the book and you're like, okay, put it down, sir. But seriously, when you go through the book, even then, it's bland. There's some bland stuff. The plot of the book is boring. A little boring in some areas, and Timmy's right. You should put this book down. It's not the greatest book to read, okay? Now listen to him, because I read it, and you should probably not read it as well. 6. Timmy Failure, Sanitize for Your Protection. This is my second time saying this because I accidentally said own. But anyway, the book is a bit unimpressive in some parts. Some parts are okay, but some parts are bland and unforgettable. The plot is okay. Everything else is okay. It's not the greatest book. And I recommend you don't read it because there's some parts where they're bland and stuff. But still, I guess you could read it if you want to. Just give you a warning though, the book is a bit bland in some sections and a bit unimpressive. 5. Timmy Failure. It's the end. When I say it's the end. The ending of this book is basically where Toto, Timmy's partner, goes away, which is sad. And I guess the author decided to stop making Timmy Failure books, and that's why he wanted to do one last book before it ended. And the sign-off of Timmy leaving was pretty memorable and probably made you cry because they were gonna miss each other. It's actually a pretty interesting book. Not the greatest, but still a pretty fun book to read. 4. Timmy Failure, Zero to Hero. This is more of a prequel to Timmy Failure. And I guess he didn't stop doing Timmy Failure books after all. I guess he just wanted to stop, but then the movie came, and he's like, okay, I'll do at least one more. And this was actually a prequel to the beginning of the series. What they done was pretty impressive. And yes, I've never read my book myself, but the concept is pretty good, and learning the origins of Timmy Failure is impressive. By the way, this book is pretty much the how Timmy got into the start with Toto and Tim, how they started the production of the thing, and this was to promote their new movie of it. So yeah, it's a pretty impressive book that I should definitely read, because I just need to read it right now. I gotta read it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so an impressive idea they ever came up with. 3. Timmy Failure. Now look what you've done. He fell. That was our fault? Either way, this was an improved what was from the first book and added some more, which we'll talk about the first book later, and added in some things to make the book even more funnier, and more memorable to the mystery genre, which, by the way, I forgot to tell you, this was all about mystery. And their clue is mystery. Their mystery is pretty funny, and his antics are pretty funny as well. Everything is really funny, and it makes me laugh and smile. 2. Timmy Failure. We Meet Again. Do note that this one book thing I'm showing you is the one with the Disney Plus thing. I couldn't find anything else that had without it, but so anyway, the book really improved from the second book, adding in some more things to make the book even funnier. His antics are even more funnier, and everything about his mystery is very funny. It's a really fun book that you should definitely check out. And now on to the final one, the real winner of this ranking. 1. Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made. This was the very first Timmy Failure book. Now you might be wondering, why did I rank this one as the number 1? Because the first book had charm. It was very memorable. The first book had impressive ideas into one mystery, and just everything in this book was so impressive and made me laugh, and everything made me laugh. Every concept was pretty everything was impressive again, and it's just so good. And that's why the first book is the best Timmy Failure book. So the reason why I didn't include like collections and stuff like that is because those don't really count and stuff. So I had to pick ones that were like first published and stuff. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my ranking of all my Timmy Failure books. Not mine. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.